It never mattered that there was once a vast grieving. Trees on their hillsides, in their groves, weeping, a plastic gold dropping through seasons and centuries to the ground, until now. On this fine September afternoon from which you are absent, I am holding, as if my hand could store it, an ornament of amber you once gave me. Reason says this: the dead cannot see the living. The living will never see the dead again. The clear air we need to find each other in is gone forever. Yet, this resin once collected seeds, leaves, and even small feathers as it fell and fell, which now, in a sunny atmosphere, seem as alive as they ever were, as though the past could be present and memory itself a Baltic honey, a chafing at the edges of the scene, a showing off of just how much can be kept safe inside a flawed translucence. Amber by Avon Boland.
Hey Dungeoneers, thanks so much for joining us for another episode of the Strahdcast. If you like what we do here, remember to follow us on YouTube or subscribe via your favorite podcast app to get notified every time we release new episodes. Thanks again, and take your listen with advantage.
When last we left our heroes, led by Zarya Volnaya, they entered the Amber Temple at last. Moving down a long passageway, they saw the temple's history cast in stone. Carvings showed the wizards creating it as a repository for ancient evils and their eventual demise, wrought by those same entities they intended to entome. Volnaya showed our heroes the only way to move safely through the temple, a ring of rune-carved stones that held at bay the worst of its corrupting influence. Exploring the temple, they came upon a formation of flame skulls, the remnants of the wizards that once dwelt here so many years ago. Our heroes gave battle and dispatched the skulls, bringing an end to their torment. So much of the temple still lies ahead. What horrors could await our heroes? Find out now on the Strahdcast.
Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Shuffle off this mortal coil and transport yourselves to the far, foggy realm of Barovia.
You stand there as the echoes of battle calm around you, and Zarya Volnaya steps forward and picks up a piece of a skull, maybe just the bridge of the nose and a piece of the eye socket and a little bit of the forehead skull, and she turns it over in her hands and says, "This was the fate of the wizards who inhabited this place. The lucky ones turned themselves to flame skulls in a desperate attempt to guard and defeat what lived here. No more. Soldiers looking for one last war to fight all that remains.
Is there any piece of them still in there?
None that have not been lost for many a year. Nothing sustains in this place. Nothing remains. Nothing but what can kill."
Then let's keep moving. Are you okay? Drogar. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
Did you get hurt?
No, I feel my age catching up with me. I just feel like if I was younger, I could do more. I would have more strength, more capability.
But you're fine. I'm kind of tugging on your hand. You're fine.
Yes.
Respectfully, Drogar, strength is not what you bring to the table. You bring wisdom and experience and mental fortitude.
Yes.
When I looked down in that hole, I saw my greatest regret.
Yes.
This place wants to exploit you. You're strong enough. Let's move.
So, there is a door, a single door to the south that you can see right here, and there is another set of double doors to the north. there is the spiral staircase downward, and there's the westward door that you came through. Those are your options.
I think you said there's a door to the west?
South.
South.
West, those are the doors you just came through.
Right.
There's one to the south right there,
Yep.
which is a single door, and a set of double doors heading to the north.
So I'm going to say this right now. That door to the west, to the southwest, I don't think that can house I don't think that can house the circle.
Perhaps not. We could try to move the stones to it and see what we can do.
If we move the stones all the way to the bottom
Of this chamber?
Yeah, the bottom left of this chamber, we should be able to have some pour over into that room. We should be able to get a little bit into that room.
Perhaps, yeah. You may be right. We may not be able to move the circle all the way through.
And if we're doing what you said we were doing, which is being thorough,
No stone unturned.
let's
Let's do it.
go south, and then we can go north.
Yes.
We know that the staircase leads. I don't even want to begin to tackle going to another level
Yeah, I think, one level at a time.
with all of these stones, especially since the fucking skulls just came from down there.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving to this door in the southwest.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a gimme. You only need to position a couple of stones, I think, to get there.
Okay.
And it can fit like such.
Oh, I didn't know we could fucking turn them around.
That's cool.
All it has to do is be able to fit.
Yeah.
That's all it has to do. Keep yourselves within the circle.
Drogar will push open the door from the comfort of inside the circle.
Okay, the room beyond. Shattered bits of wood cover the floor of this frigid 20-foot square room. So you can see into it. The circle will not fit inside. So if you want to investigate, you're going to have to leave the circle.
I hate it.
It's up to you.
I say we leave it for last. Let's stay in the circle as long as we can.
That's smart.
If everyone is in agreement. However, I will say, what if there are things in this room that could aid us?
Do we still have an emboldening bond cast on us?
You have it for 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Well, it's also true that now may be a better time than ever. I feel emboldened and bonded.
I'll go.
I can go and hold your hand. I can cast light on Tallyho's eyes. I don't know if that'll do anything. We just run away and put our hands against the wall, run around, and then go right back through the door.
Do we have rope?
We do. I have 97 feet of hempen rope.
I say we tie one person who's going to explore to the rope, and someone in the circle holds the other end.
Yeah, Kaz will pull her 97 feet of rope out from her pack, and she'll very quickly and adroitly tie just a loop to wrap around. She'll hold it up and look around. Whose waist is this going over? I'll pull.
This is my land. I'll go.
Very well. So yeah, she'll slip the rope over your waist and tighten it.
Guidance.
As you prepare to go, Zarya Volnea moves to you.
No longer than is necessary.
Why?
When you move beyond the circle, do not trust your own thought, only your mission.
I'll give you exactly 6 seconds. No longer.
So you have emboldening bond
And guidance.
and guidance. So you have 2d4s to add to whatever you have to roll.
You have to sing a song the whole time you're there, so we can hear you.
Okay. Blame it all on my roots. I showed up in boots. When's your black tie affair?
And he goes into the darkness.
Last one to show. Last one to know. I was the last one you thought you'd see there.
I love it.
You ready to go, Olaf?
I guess so.
So you are trying to enter this room and quickly investigate what lies beyond.
Okay. Items, I guess, is what we're looking for, kind of like.
Great.
Items,
Okay.
parch,
whatever you
books,
see.
parch.
Yeah.
Bring anything
Yeah.
back you can.
You've got 1 round.
Okay.
6 seconds.
Ready?
I know.
I'm pulling you back after 1 round. That's all I'm giving you.
Okay, all right.
All right. Move yourself outside.
Trying to think of more words to friends in low places. All right. You know what? My plan is going to be to keep my hand on the wall
Great.
and to try to like run around.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay. Wish me luck.
Give me a charisma saving throw.
Jesus.
Plus 2d4.
You have 2d4 added.
Oh no. My charisma's a minus.
Yeah, it's his worst fucking stat, right?
Ooh, the scariest part is picking what die to use right now. They've all failed me so many times. All right, D. I'm using my lucky Halloween metal die.
D,
All right, D.
20.
And 2d4.
2d4 added, huh?
15 with all the die, so 14 with my -1.
Great. You move beyond the circle. You splash into this room. You see the scattered wood about. You feel fine. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my hand on the wall, and I'm gonna try to just like run a perimeter.
Okay, great. Give me investigation or survival.
Okay, that is a 17 survival.
Running your hand along the room, it seems barren and empty, but not with this scattered wood about the floor. But eventually your hand comes to a crease in the wall. You find what seems to be a loose tile that you think you could move.
Holy shit!
I'm doing it, yeah.
Athletics check.
Come on.
Oh my god!
I've never been this scared before.
Come on, big boy. Come on, big boy.
Drogar, give me your favorite die.
Oh, fuck.
Can't use mine.
Alright. This is the death save die. Death save die, come on.
Come on.
That's a fucking 17 on the die. What did you want?
Athletics.
Oh, so that's a fucking 24.
Yes!
It comes loose, revealing a chamber beyond.
God!
I am so fucking sweaty right now.
I'm sweaty too.
2 arrow slits are carved into the west wall of this 10-foot high, 20-foot square room. Slumped in the northeast corner is a skeleton wearing a blue wizard's robe and clutching a wand to its chest.
Oh my god.
I'd like to just grab the robe and wand if I can, and then try to run back to my...
Yeah.
Pull the corpse with everything.
I'll bring the whole corpse.
The robe, like, disintegrates in
Okay.
your hand, but the wand remains firm.
Okay, I'll keep the wand, and then at that point I feel like I'm getting tugged back
think,
already.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just gonna say, I think right around that time you start feeling that rope. Get intense.
Back to the circle, back to the circle, back to the circle.
Yep,
Oh my god. Oh, I'm really pleased this is working out great.
Yeah!
Are you good, man? Are you hurt?
How do you feel?
I think I'm okay. I found this. And then I think he'll turn to Drogar again and hand it off.
You want to do a Arcana check on that, Drogar?
Absolutely.
When would Ned not like to do an Arcana check?
You better.
24.
You recognize this, a tool of the trade. This is a wand of secrets. While holding it, you can use an action to expend one of the charges of the wand, and if a secret door or trap is within 30 feet of you, the wand pulses and points at the nearest to you.
Yeah.
It has 1d3 charges.
Roll a d3 for it.
Expended charges, recharge daily at dawn.
Good job, Olaf.
Well, the good news is that this would have been very helpful to find that secret door that you had found. But now, we can use this in case there are any other secret doors.
It's very helpful.
This is a wand of secrets. Are you all right?
I think so. I think I found my theme song.
Throw it on the Olaf Spotify playlist.
Oh, he needs his own playlist.
Yes, he does.
Shall we head to the door to the north?
Yes.
So, great. That's...
It's either that or down the hole, so yeah, I say door to the north.
You have it. Let me reveal... Like, okay, the rest of this room, because now you have kind of the sight of it. Carrying on, you could also test that door out in here, or whatever you like. Or test that wand out in here, or whatever you like.
Limited number of charges.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You want to move north?
Yeah, I think we
All right.
want to move north for now.
Yeah.
Athletics check, everybody.
The door you know beats the door you don't. 28.
28.
12.
That was a nat 1. So it would be 8.
11.
Dimitri gives you another 18. So that'll get you another 30 feet. So let's go... I'm just gonna get you through that door.
Great.
I'm gonna get you through that door.
Oh god! Everybody run!
Oh my gosh, run!
Everybody run!
Come on in.
Oh, I'm in the darkness.
I just gotta pitch it up. So
There's nothing scarier, like I said before, than
oh my
moving
God.
your mini
I
into
don't want to
darkness.
move Winnie into. Okay, there we go. Phew.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving in, glazed amber covers the walls of this 20-foot wide, 70-foot long arched corridor. The amber doors at both ends of the hall. You can't see the other one. Never
You
mind.
said 70 foot wide?
20-foot wide, 70-foot long.
70 foot long.
Yeah.
What you can see right now is a door right here to the northeast.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the hallway carries on into darkness. What would you like to do?
Probably check out that northeast door first, I would imagine.
Yes.
I'm kind of going by right turns only maze rules.
Yeah.
Right, shall we head to that door? See what's beyond it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to move the circle again if you want to actually reach. You can see it, but you're gonna have to move the circle again. So athletics check, everybody.
Let's do it. Any one of these doors could be. Oh fuck.
Ooh.
Could be hiding whatever.
Nice.
Strahd.
Also, we've moved 1, 2, 3. This is gonna be 4, so it's 4 hours have gone by
we've
now.
been in here for a while.
4 hours have gone by.
Jesus. Is everybody feeling all right? Is anybody tired? Does anybody need a break?
We're all tired. You can get sleep in here, but not rest. Push through.
Boy, we're going to have to rest at some point, Kaz.
We're gonna have to sleep. I don't know how much rest it'll get us. That's a 12.
I love everything you just did and said. You were like looking at your die the whole time. You were like, I'm not even making a podcast anymore. I'm just like looking at this die. I loved all of that so much.
Oh, Drogar, you didn't even need to use to rest. You could go, you know what I mean? When you had vitality and strength and
This is so fucked up.
you didn't even need to sleep. You didn't even need to fucking sleep. God, fuck this.
We were look at those biceps. We were fighting the power and eating whatever we wanted.
Okay, athletics checks.
12 for Cat.
12.
13.
18.
19.
So far, we've been very lucky. Like, I've generally been rolling high, but when I roll shit, everyone else rolls.
I rolled a 19 on the die, yeah.
68.
I can't help but think that if I was a younger dragon, I would have more vitality. I would have the ability to move these stones faster.
Oh, come on, old man. Strength isn't your strength, if you know what I mean.
It was at one point.
Strength is easy to find, wisdom is hard.
That's going to give you 20 feet. So here's what you can do. You can move the circle up 20 feet to get to the door. You're not going to be able to get inside. Yeah. So you move up. You're kind of like halfway down this long hallway now. The door is covered by the circle. You could open it and see what's inside, or you can keep moving north along the hallway. What do you want to do?
Drogar's gonna open it and see what's inside.
I say we take a peek.
Mm-hmm. As you open the door, again, you open it, and all you can see is still that inky pitch blackness and the back of what looks like a pew.
A pew?
Pew. You can see like that little sliver of red there at the edge of your vision. It looks like the back bench of a pew, and in the darkness, you begin to hear.
No.
And Drogar just looks at the back of this pew and goes,
It's a damned church.
Those are probably sane people we want to talk to, right?
Yeah, probably praying to a great, lawful, good God.
Just hearing the prayers, I think Winnie like immediately is right next to Drogar and looks up at him, concerned. Does that sound like anything you know?
Do a religion or an arcana check on that, whatever you
Yeah, can
Religion.
I check that too?
Yeah, what do you want? Olaf, yeah, what are you trying to discern, Olaf?
I'm just trying to figure out if I know like who they're praying to or what.
Sure, religion.
Okay.
dirty 20, DM.
Okay, Ty?
18.
18. Okay. You know what, Drogar, what I'll say with a 20? It's so garbled. It's like a grab bag of prayers. It's like things people would hear in passing, stitched together. to make something entirely new and to you meaningless. Like there's language in like a servitor right to helm, and then, a quiet prayer whispered to Maliki. It doesn't make any sense. It seems as if someone is mashing together all of the religious language they heard throughout the course of their life in an attempt to do something new.
It's meaningless. It's gibberish. It's devoid of gods.
As you have this conversation, speaking aloud, suddenly the murmuring stops, and a silence falls again through the air. Is it someone new? Is it a friend? Supplicants to the great powers, come, my friends. Humble yourselves before the divine darkness.
The room that we're looking into, our circle ends like...
You haven't started moving it into the room yet.
So we can't actually see deep into the room?
Yeah. No, that voice
Hang on, give us about an hour.
Yeah.
Totally gonna supplicate ourselves. Just give us 60 minutes to move these
You
rocks.
see these old bones, it takes a while for us to move each rock individually.
I think I'll just, even knowing this, hearing that voice, I'll cast light on Tallyho's eyes, and he's pointing down to the ground, and then slowly lift them up and cast the light off into the darkness.
So these two beams make their way out, and it's as soon as it moves just beyond the bounds of the circle and hits that inky blackness, just like Drogar's daylight, it sort of gets swallowed up. But you can see these two faint beams stretching out, but they do not provide you any extra sight until maybe even by chance they alight. They just land on what looks like a sconce, except instead of flames or a torch holder at the end of it, it is a big, jagged rock of that amber. And as the light from Tallyho's eyes hits the amber, it glows. And then, maybe 10 feet down the wall, another one, as if in response, begins to glow. Until the room becomes more faintly illuminated by this dull amber light, revealing beyond.
Kaz will turn back to the group, just rocks.
Yes, slowly, carefully.
Yeah, she'll
Heading in.
bend down and start picking up the heaviest of the rocks and moving our way in.
Starting to make your way in. Okay.
Athletics checks?
I'm gonna let you. We'll count getting into this room as the last athletics check because that kind of got you here. So I'll just say we can move in. So in this room, what you see, with this room now faintly illuminated by the copper lanthorns, which hold these they don't look finely shaped. It's just like a chunk of the amber.
Oh shit, there's somebody up at the front.
Oh, damn.
Oh my god.
That is terrifying.
I don't like it.
Perhaps we said this last session, but in case it hasn't been said out loud, we're doing this on Roll20, so stuff gets revealed and we just all scream.
I know, it's part of the fun.
Yep.
Okay, so moving into this room, now dimly lit by these red copper lanthorns holding chunks of amber. The walls are sheathed in amber. So this whole room has that dull orangey yellowish glow. And you can see it's like a college lecture hall where you start up in a raised position and 2 flights of stairs on either end descend about 20 feet down to the bottom. It's like a Greek stadia kind of vibe.
Stadium seating.
Uh-huh. Everybody give me a perception check.
Unless this is against a trap or a magical effect that I can
It's
see.
not.
In that case, it's a 10 for Kaz.
10.
24.
Ooh.
24.
24.
22, sorry.
22. Drogar.
10 on the die for a 14.
Okay. So then, Winnie, I'm going to say to you,
Still shining Tallyho's eyes around.
I think it's funny. I think this place reminds you maybe of the lecture hall at the Twilight Academy.
Oh gosh, sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Shit.
And Drogar, I think being versed in academia as you are, maybe this would ping for you too, but originally, it seems as if the original purpose of this room was a lecture hall. where the wizards could give presentations, house students, field their research, what have you. But it has been seemingly co-opted because along the walls, what once might have been like stone busts, presumably of the wizards who once occupied this place, are now co-opted and turned into what look unmistakably like shrines. The heads have been removed from the busts and replaced with sort of slapdash edifices of you're not quite sure, but like seemingly items and devices and whatever could be found throughout the temple have been smashed together to create what looks like symbology for these 17 figures spaced along the edges. And down at the bottom, where one would stand to address the crowd, raised to the ceiling, 3 more considerably larger shrines, shrouded still in darkness.
So that's 20 total, right? 17, 3 at the bottom.
So 17, the heads have been removed and something has been cobbled together, but we can't quite make
Something
out.
Like one, then they're all different and eclectic. Like one looks like it's like upturned drinking horns placed around like a piece of crumpled paper to make like a stegosaurus tail.
I am so horrified by this as a former Catholic. This is so fucked up and both like pagan and demonic.
Oh yeah.
I'm so haunted.
One of them is maybe like a long, rotten, like whole ham that is just withered to dust, and it has pieces of shattered glass, like 9 pieces of glass stuck into it, like spider eyes. It's like they're all eclectic and all pretty unsettling to look at.
Can I make a check based off of the number 20 of there being 20 of them?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. What are you trying to discern exactly?
It doesn't matter. I rolled a 2.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to discern that, like, Drogar's trying to pull from his pool of knowledge of, like, the devils and the 9 hells and all of this, the gods and stuff, and trying to see if there's any sense to be made here.
With a 2, Drogar, and maybe you even move closer to 1 to try and inspect it. But also, what are the 2, Drogar? What I'm going to say, like, clearly these are shrines dedicated to something, but this feels so wrong.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right.
Yeah, and a shiver runs down your back.
None of this is right.
And as you move in, continuing, Volnaya takes no notice of the surroundings and just continues to move stones. And so then down at the bottom, as the room is illuminated by these amber sconces, down at the bottom where the lectern would be held, you see a figure. A dark-skinned human man with patches of short, dark, unkempt hair sticking out at odd angles. But the first thing that you notice is that, like, patches of hair are missing, and where you can see his skin, it is poxed with blisters and boils. He wears dirty, tattered robes with a distinct soul patch still set just below his lip, and on his shoulder sits a small, impish figure, red-skinned with leathery bat wings and a scorpion's tail, clutched on his shoulder like a parrot on a pirate's shoulder.
He's bad, Salacious Beacrom.
Salacious Beacrom is pretty bad.
I was going to say Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. This is the house of worship of Flavortown.
It looks like a douchey version of Mickey Rourke.
It does look like kind of a douchey version of Mickey Rourke, but that's our guy.
A young, sexy, pockmarked Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke.
And so, again, as you're making your way in, maybe some of you returning to the stones, maybe some of you just like caught up in the strangeness of this place, he stands down there, descended at the bottom of this lectern, spreading his arms wide, and says, "Do not fear. Come. It has been so long since we had pilgrims to our church. Please make yourselves welcome. What is it that I and the great powers can provide for you at the end of what I am sure has been a long journey?"
We are not here for your powers.
Forgive me, pilgrim. You think yourselves above them, do you? You think yourselves impervious to their sway? I recognize that resistance in your eyes. When I first came here, I was like you. I thought myself a man, but I was ignorant. I knew less than a child. I was less than a child. Embryonic. My lungs still filled with placental lies. Now I am made whole and grown strong. They have shown me the way. They have led you here.
When did you come here?
One of the great revels of this place is that time ceases to hold any meaning. But suffice it to say, young pilgrim, a long time. I came here at the behest of what was once my master, a wizard, who sought to tame the wild currents of this place for his own benefit. How small! How childish he was. And of course he is dead now. But I remain, because I saw the truth of this place. And I bent to it. And I have been made great.
What did they offer you?
Whatever it is I could want. That, pilgrim, is the majesty of this place. Here, prayers do come true. Not like the pretenders. Not like those who sit the throne. Here, you are in the midst of the true gods. Ones who can grant power, strength, cunning, wealth, anything you might want. Welcome, pilgrims. Welcome home.
No, we are not pilgrims to your gods. There's a reason your gods only answer you here within this dark temple.
Oh, yes.
Cannot exist outside of it.
Because they have been betrayed. Because they were betrayed by the pretenders that we know, that we worship. Helm, Maliki, Seluna, and her bastard sister Shar. All of them. Liars, usurpers, pretenders. For the real gods, you see, live here. Yes.
You speak of blasphemy.
And at this, he like begins this hacking cough, and the little impish figure on his shoulder like takes off into the air, and begins like flapping over and kind of circling around you in the air.
The old ones, you speak of blasphemy.
I do not judge you, brother, for your heresy, because I once lived in it myself. Come. Spend enough time here. The truth will make itself known.
Drogar pulls his mace and his shield.
Oh, you seek to test my faith through strength of arms? Well, come. Let me be the demonstration of my God's holy divine power.
Okay.
Strike me.
Okay.
Strike me. And I will prove my God's merit.
Wait. We've seen your God's merit. We've seen it reflected in another who I think was once a pilgrim here. A long time ago, although I'm sure that doesn't mean as much to you now. But a man, you'd remember him, went by the name of Strahd von Zarovich.
But of course, any supplicant to the Dark Powers knows their greatest champion.
Yeah, I thought you might say that. What did he come here for?
He came here seeking peace. Storm in his soul did not allow for rest. So he came here and received the blessing of our gods and the power to make this world what he wished. That is what I offer each and every one of you. That is what the true gods can give. Real blessings Real change, not the tawdry bubbles the gods beyond our realm offer. They need us more than we need them, but it is not so here. Not so with the dark powers. They offer real change, real power, real absolution. I am their preacher, and Strahd is their arm.
What did he pay for those powers?
Pittance. The work of a moment.
What was it?
You feel a tugging, Winnie, and you look down, and that little imp thing is like rustling through your shoulder bag.
Hey, get off!
And it flaps away. I think you know already, little one, what he gave.
Blasphemous. We need not what your heretic gods praise and preach.
Let me ask you something, priest. Can your gods reach you here? Can you speak to them? If you ask them right now, go ahead even. I tempt you. Ask your god, what are you, based of your insignia, Tyr it would be then, eh, god of justice? Well, I have no notion of telling you that I am a murderer. And in your god's eyes, I'm worthy of nothing but defeat. So go, priest. Tell them of my crimes. Have him send down a thunderbolt right now. Fry me alive. Turn my eyes to liquid and my skin to charcoal. Do it. I beg of you, do it.
Do not understand how it works, and thus why you have been so easily supplicant to the dark gods, the heretics themselves. I am an instrument of Tyr. He is not my instrument. I do not use him as I wish. I serve him. Why, you might ask? Clarity. Clarity to see through the smoke and mirrors that is your demonic heretic presence. And I will not let you give my friends such succor of eviled honey.
Bold words for one who spends his life in a toolbox. Let me show you what the true gods can do. And he kind of steps back a few steps towards the lectern, and you can see him like he begins like the grief like contorts across his face, and all of a sudden, and bursting from his back, are these like spindly bone-like appendages, spreading between them this sort of like silky membrane. It looks like it could be spun from spider silk as these two wings emerge from his back.
Oh no.
With these spindly appendages, and he flaps and raises himself off the floor, spreading his arms wide, tilting his head back in rapturous excess as he rises into the air. Do you see now? What my gods offer is real, true, and now. And then slowly he starts to descend again, touching back down. I do not blame you for a doubt. I doubted too. But spend enough time in this temple, and you will see the truth. Oh, you will see.
I'm ready to leave.
As am I.
Going so soon. Do you not want to hear of these fated gods, their names, their powers?
How many?
20. 20 sit the pantheon, the peak of the mountain. 17 I have embraced. 3 more are still unknown to me. But I believe they're just saving the best for last.
Well, they've already chosen their champion, and you missed out.
I aim not to be their best, only their voice.
How do you reach them? How do you hear them? How do you know what they want?
You can see them. Let me ask you, Pilgrim, what god is it you follow?
Answer him, Winnie.
Let the child make her own choices.
Do you know the Way Warden?
I have not had the pleasure. Has he ever stood in
in front of you.
Yes.
In the flesh.
Fire and wings.
I could make that with a match.
Match can't heal.
Drapes about this temple, pilgrim. These gods do not appear as fire and wind. They appear right before you. See them. See what they can do. Go to the sarcophagi. Place your hand upon, and you will have a direct line to the divine. Ways that the pretenders cannot hope to reach. Seek the sarcophagi. There they lie.
Any man can stand in front of you and make a promise. I think your standards are low.
Ignorance. Ignorance. But I cannot judge. I would have said the same before I knew the truth. Return to me if you wish to know more.
Do you have a name?
My name, before I came to this place, was Vilnius.
Vilnius. Did you know a Charlie, perchance?
Can't say I've had the pleasure.
Just mentioned a wizard, no matter.
Return if you would seek to embrace the divine darkness. Otherwise, it will swallow you whole.
The sarcophagi. How many?
20. Sit the Pantheon, sit the mountain's peak.
Thank you. Let's go.
Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye, pilgrims. I do hope the path leads you back to me, to the truth.
Guys, let us hastily box out of this room.
Good idea.
And we make eye contact with him for 1 hour.
I think we'll say
As we move the boulders.
we'll say you move just enough in to like have enough room to speak in here, and then you can start moving things back out. So we'll just put ourselves back outside, just where we were.
Drogar, within this room, as we are leaving, will expend one use of the secret
In this room,
in this room, which should hit just about every wall.
it does.
Well played.
It does. However,
Not a damn thing.
nothing comes back. Yeah,
I figured it was worth a shot.
it's good. It's always worth a shot. So I'm just gonna move the circle back outside.
Well, that was fun.
Is everyone alright? Oh yeah, I wanted to shoot that guy.
Yeah, me too. But with my fist.
No, he is.
He's a fool.
More than that, he is empowered in that room. I fear that should we fight him, we would lose.
What about that little critter that was trying to...
I don't know.
Have you ever seen anything like that?
Can I make a roll if I've seen a creature like that before? I
Yeah,
think
sure.
I might have.
You could do religion or arcana.
It's a 17 on.
Yes, you would recognize it as a quasit.
It was a quasit. It is a creature.
What do they do?
Well, they are minions. They're pets, pests at best, but
Yeah, they're
Demonic?
many.
Evil?
yes. And they come from different planes. Mud, water, wind, fire.
What was that one? Fire?
I believe so. He is empowered in that room. There is an evil in that place.
He's a puppet. His gods are nothing but a bunch of charlatan magicians, conjuring tricks.
Before we go any further, has anyone else been hearing voices?
I did in that room.
Have we anywhere else? Have we heard any? Well,
Aside from him,
no one else has. Not in the way that Drogar is discussing.
yeah. Then Kaz says just that.
In that room, yes, but not anywhere else.
You say that, Drogar, and then I think Zarya Volnaya just appears beside you. Yeah.
my gosh, you can't scare me like that.
What did you hear?
Something beckoning me. It was telling me it could give me power again.
What did it promise?
The strength of my youth. It had a name I dare not speak.
Pay no heed. You cannot trust your own thoughts in this place.
No.
It is better to forget.
I think Drogar, kind of stands himself up a little bit and goes, should any of you begin to hear things, you are to report directly to me. You are to let me know, and you are to give me the name, precise name at which it calls itself. Is that clear?
Is Drogar sweating a little bit?
Yes.
I'm hinting at wanting to roll an insight check on you.
You may.
Go ahead.
Oh, may I, Drogar?
You go right ahead, Ken.
You are acting, oh God, so hard.
Do whatever the fuck I want, but that's a shit roll.
How does that show itself?
Yeah, so Kaz roll, and then based on what
I don't know. What does a 6 get me?
Yeah, what do you think, Drogar?
You can tell that he means the best for the party,
Okay.
but he's nervous.
With suspicion tempered by frustration at not being able to delve deeper, Kaz says,
Yeah. Same to you.
Fine.
We make it known to the group. We hear any voices.
If I've learned anything from being with young Winslet and our group, it is being honest and forthright has gotten us the farthest in this journey. I have heard voices. They have spoken to me. I swung against one of the skulls and I missed horrifically. You don't need to remind me. And upon missing, I felt a want for my young age again.
This is not unnatural, says Esmeralda.
It is not. However, this place feeds upon weakness. And in that moment of weakness, something in this place latched onto me. I cannot shake the thoughts. Anytime I do something, it tells me that I could be strong again, I could be young again. You understand?
I do.
For now, I am able to hold off whatever this is. But if there are 20 of them, we must bear the weight together.
Yes. This place was once dedicated to a god of secrets. Let us not give it any more power.
Aye.
So I will say, I will attempt as best I can to fight, but I will protect all of you with what magics I have left. I think before too long, we should rest.
On that note, yeah, so you've moved the circle 4 times, which means 4 hours have gone by. You got here already about midday. So we're going to be approaching on evening before too long.
I think perhaps 2 more moves. And then, regardless of what strength we regain, we must rest. We must keep a semblance of sanity. Day and night, breakfast, dinner, hydration.
Let's move away from that church. I don't want to be anywhere near the voices that we can hear.
And as I say that, I'm just gonna go through my bag and make sure that the imp didn't take anything.
Oh, great. Yeah, why don't you give me investigation?
Guidance on that.
Natural 20.
Hey!
We roll guidance just cause.
that number extra big.
So actually, it's 24.
Nice. Yeah, no, everything's there. As far as you can tell.
I say it out loud. Okay, phew.
I don't like that fucking last comment you made.
Neither do I, dude.
Wait, what was that?
Everything's there, as far as you can tell.
Just had to slip that in.
The look that Campbell just gave Trevor.
As we leave, as we sort of like the whisper of those voices fades, yeah. I want to check my bag. I somewhat like I get that like catch in my stomach, and I just want to make sure where's Pasha. I just want to make sure that we have everybody and everything with us.
You kind of dress yourself up and down. You don't think anything is missing. You look around for Pasha. He's been actually being pretty great with the stones. He's been working hard. But you catch sight of him, and in this moment of rest while you're all talking, I think he's just sat, knees up, arms wrapped around, leaning up against one of the stones, and he's just kind of staring into the middle distance.
I won't go over to him.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to react to your
I
approach.
lean down and I put my hand on one of his knees.
Oh, hey.
Are you okay, Pasha?
This is so strange. Almost familiar.
I was going to say, the amber I remember back in Dimitri's tower.
Yeah. It's like I've lived it before or remembering a dream. but I can't say as I've ever been here before.
Pasha, you remember Winnie's birthday?
Yes?
Tried to the best of my ability to help your eye.
Yeah, I remember. But nothing's ever been able to fix it, not any kind of magic or at all.
There was a darkness that I found, attached to you in a way. I have a feeling that perhaps this is not the first time that you've been here.
Well, why wouldn't I remember?
Oh no, there are a great many spells, a great many things used to keep one from knowing of one's past. Pasha, all I can say is that we are going to do everything we can to protect you, to find a way, abolish this darkness in this place.
Don't like it here. Makes me feel like I want to bite. Don't ever feel that way.
I'm gonna give him a hug.
Yeah, you do so, but you just feel, he just tenses. He does not, you don't feel release, he just kind of tenses.
Just remember who you are.
Okay. If you can't resist biting, or if you see something and suddenly a memory comes back, we need a code. We need a signal.
Okay, what should it be?
I wonder, what do you think? Maybe you could put both hands on my shoulders? Or maybe you could tug on my sleeve 3 times? Or maybe you take Tally-Ho from me and hold him?
My people have a code. Anytime there's anything wrong, we...
What do you think, Pasha? Can you make the sound of a raven?
Caw-caw!
Oh, that's pretty good.
And then we'll know that it's bad.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you, Olaf.
What do we all think? Do we want to move the rocks north? Do we want to keep up
Up down this
that area?
hallway? Yes, I think so.
Moving? All right.
We find a room with 1 entrance, 1 exit. Easily defendable.
The rest in.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. All right. Athletics check, please.
That one was...
Hey, natural 20.
Fabulous.
Hey, good job,
All right,
Kay.
this is my die tonight. This is the one. This one's hot.
9.
I'm a 9, too.
That's a 5 on the die for a 5.
5, great. That is, I think, the lowest we've rolled so far.
And then Dimitri and...
Oh, yes, of course.
Right?
I'm sorry. Yes, you're right.
My girlfriend, Ezzy.
It's going to get us 30 feet.
Hey, I'll take it.
I'm just going to move...
Better than a sharp stick in the eye, am I right?
That gets us... So you come up to this... Okay, so you come up to this... Another doorway. The doors of which are already swung open. You can get another 10 feet. Do you want to start moving beyond the door?
Yeah.
Yeah. Move us through the
Great.
door.
Making your way inside. The walls and ceilings in the eastern portion of this bare stone room have collapsed. So you can see over to the east where the stone of the room has just kind of caved in.
From the walls.
Yeah. It's just like a pile of rubble. And at the bottom of it, jammed underneath the fallen stone of the room,
Is Floyd Collins.
God damn it, Kay.
is...
Would you care to explain that joke to everybody else?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Oh, that ain't Floyd Collins.
What is revealed of this structure is like an eagle's head sat on a pair of humanoid shoulders with one long arm reaching out extended into the room. The rest of this thing's body, whatever it might look like, is completely covered with the collapsed cave.
The eagle head is not a helm. It's a...
No, it's like an eagle-headed...
It's an eagle-headed
Structure,
guy
yeah.
with a humanoid body.
Yeah, like if it was a statue, it would be like an eagle head, like of Horus, you know, like it would be an eagle-headed statue.
But it's a statue. It's not a guy.
It's made of that. Yeah, it looks like a statue made of that same amber.
Uh-huh.
It shines with that same amber light.
But carved into a position of real pain and agony. So
Yeah.
either someone who died and got turned into amber, or a sculptor with a real sick sense of humor.
I don't fucking like that one bit.
I move we don't rest in this room.
Well, so can I ask, does it look like it like at one time was kind of there and then the collapse had then taken it down? So it wasn't like built with shit on top of it.
No. Yeah, what you can put together is that this room collapsed on top of this thing.
Okay.
And buried it there with only a little bit of it still. And it looks like kind of broken up and busted, like, you know, chunks of it, cracks across its surface with chunks of it missing.
Okay.
It looks severely damaged.
Now, so other than being damaged, it looks like, other than it having an eagle for a head, it looks like normal looking in a way, like not.
Yeah, it looks like
esque.
It looks like maybe once it's sat in the wall, and then when that wall collapsed, it just pushed this statue down with it, and it ended up like this in this position.
So to Tyler, this seems like it was a good statue at one time. Like, I wouldn't think this thing was evil. I think it was like a sentinel built.
Yeah, go birds, dude.
What I would want to do is roll to see. One, I want to know, in my head, I think this is a good statue. I know there's a bunch of bad shit down here, but in my head, was something built as protection that has maybe fallen to ruin. But so one, I want to roll to see if I think this thing actually is good. And then two, I want to roll to see if there is like any possibility of digging this thing out, or if it is so fucking collapsed on that it's like lost cause.
Great. Why don't you give me investigation?
Okay, for the nature part, I'm thinking like that's just more like a knowledge of the land. Like eagles are signs of good. They're not like you don't normally see an eagle as evil.
Why don't we do investigation or insight? Let's do that.
19.
So maybe you move a little bit as the circle continues to be moved. Valnaya is just always moving the stones. I was thinking because she didn't take part in the battle against the Flame Skull, so I think even when you are doing battle, she's just still moving rocks, right?
Yeah, on track mind.
Because that's what she does. That's what she offers. So you kind of move this thing, and maybe you're looking at it. Eagles have particular resonance to the Berserkers. The Berserker religion is very shamanistic, could easily be classified as sort of an animalism. And so the eagle represents insight and foresight and planning into the future. Maybe a little ironic, having been placed in this place that was so kind of now, in retrospect, so short-sighted to create. Yeah, you don't get the sense that it is evil. In terms of getting it out of here, it would take a pretty extensive effort, and it is so damaged that even if you were to extricate it, who knows if it would you don't even know what the state of it is under there. I mean, it could be dust,
right? Okay.
Crushed to dust under there. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. As you are stood there inspecting this thing, Esmeralda kind of ephemerally appears beside you. These must be one of the Guardians. In my research, I came across tellings of simulacrums of defense that the wizards would use to help keep in check the monsters stored in this place. It is perhaps fortunate for us it is so buried, as if this construct was powerful enough to tangle with the entities sealed inside this place. I do not fancy our chances against it.
I would have hoped it would have been on our side. But that is a good point, Olaf. Esmeralda, in your research, did you find any information on how the wizards controlled the Sentinels?
Nothing that specific. All of the evidence that I found towards its existence was from outside sources merely commenting on it. It was not from primary sources commenting on the construction or efficacy of such. But the wizards ostensibly had some way. Perhaps, if there are any still living in this temple, they could give us the key to befriending these constructs.
Didn't work for them, won't work for us.
Well, Dimitri, you were able to sort of control the Amber Guardians outside of your tower. How did you do that?
This is true, yes. Well, when I first came to the tower, I was ambushed by them much the same way I imagine all of you were.
Right.
I fled. I did not do battle with them, and made my way inside. I had to go in and out as a bird for my first few years of my tenure there, as the Guardians, anytime I tried to use the front door, would make an attempt. But eventually, in my studies in the tower, I did find a gemstone. I didn't know what it was at first, and I did many experiments to try and discover its use. But it was only until I tried to use the front door again with it on my person that I realized the golems, with it on me, recognized me.
What kind of gemstone?
Small piece of ember.
Just a small piece of amber?
Yes, inscribed with a rune. But it was some sort of tracer or something. With it on my person, they seemed to recognize me as a friend.
You don't have it with you, do you?
It lies back in my tower.
Olaf,
You do me a favor. Can you check the skull and see if there is a rune of sorts on the being?
Dimitri, would you recognize its like if you saw it?
I imagine I would, yes.
Esmeralda, why amber? Did you find that in your studies?
I cannot say for sure, I can only hypothesize. But, from the best of my telling, amber is one of the few substances that can preserve life. A mosquito caught in tree sap
Can make a really cool park.
And that never goes wrong.
Film.
And then we can replicate me. Big versions of me.
It will not survive, necessarily, its time trapped within its encasing, but the body will remain unchanged. It is something about this preservation, I believe, that led the wizards to use it as their substance to contain these monsters. They wanted to preserve them. For what reason, I cannot say.
This is what it always comes down to. It's just people fearing death. People who want to preserve things, preserve life, extend life, Strahd's unnatural, horrible life. But there's something about this. These wizards want to remain all-powerful forever. Something preserved. It's not good, it's not natural.
I agree with you. Olaf, did you find anything on the skull?
Olaf, if you are investigating the golem, why don't you give me an investigation check?
Be careful. Don't wake it up.
I think it's obviously covered under gravel. I don't think it could possibly move, even if it tried.
I didn't see anything.
If you had to give your look a numerical number...
On a scale from 1 to 20.
On the scale from 1 to 20, what would it be?
I'd say I rolled a nat 1.
Yeah.
Wake it up.
Yeah, you don't see anything. If there was anything, you can't even be sure it would still exist because the thing is so damaged.
I trip over the head of it.
Yeah. Actually, did you really roll a natural 1?
Uh-huh.
Well.
Yeah.
Wait, you rolled a natural 1.
Uh-huh.
Go on.
Yeah, go ahead.
No. I rolled a 2.
Yeah. Olaf, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Saddle up, boys. We're fighting a golem.
That's a nat 20.
Hey!
From now on, I only roll Ned's die.
Yay!
Oh, man. So, Olaf, you're inspecting this thing. You're looking over it. But as you do so, as you're sort of inspecting its facade, you get this strange sensation of being watched. Like there's someone stood right behind you. And then almost the feeling of thin fingers traced along your shoulder. And long knives digging into your flesh. And you spin around, and there's nothing there. You're looking at Esmeralda, who is also inspecting the statue, and she's like, "What?"
Nothing. I don't know. Breeze.
It is then the hawk-like eyes on the head of this statue begin to flicker. And they alight. And the head, begins to grind, like when you start up an old car, you know what I mean? It's like you can feel the grinding of the machinery, but the head turns ever so slightly to come and rest upon you, and it's like looking right into your eyes. The light in its hawk-like eyes focus down to pinpoints and kind of lock onto you as you hear rumbling from the head of this structure.
Goldoma. Beep beep.
And we'll call it there.
Yeah!
Damn it!
Woo!
That was awesome!
I want to play more!
That was so cool! Oh, that worked out really well.
The Strahdcast features Campbell O'Hare as Winnie, Devine-Jones as Kaz, Ned Iannacone as Drogar, Tyler Kanter as Olaf, and me, Trevor William Fayle, as your DM.
So do all come to see such times, but that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the patrons that are given us.
Special shout-outs to our newest patron, Jake Smarella. Welcome to the party. If you're not ready to support us financially, there are still plenty of ways to help us out. You can follow us on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at Critical Fail DM, binge Madness and Mercy on our YouTube channel, and join us there every other Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time when we do live listens of new episodes of the Strahdcast. Or rate and leave us a review wherever you like to listen. Thanks, Dungeoneers, and take your day with advantage.